Welcome to Breslov Insights. We're reading Rebbe Nachman's advice, Understanding, Daat. 32. In all your business activities, you must seek to fulfill the verse in Psalms. And he speaks the truth in his heart, and this is how to preserve your faith intact. 33. Every Jew, before making some advance in Torah or devotion, must be tested and refined through exile amidst the 70 nations of the world. Each of the 70 nations is particularly associated with its own unique bad character trait. It is these bad traits that keep the nations far from the 70 faces of the Torah. The new advance which this Jew has to make will draw him closer to the 70 faces of the Torah, but the klipot comes before the fruit, and whoever wants to eat the fruit must first break the shell. Therefore, before the soul can come to any fresh revelation of Torah, it is obliged to go into exile amidst the 70 nations, that is, to be tempted and tested to their impulses and desires, in order that it may break through and attain the new revelation. The main test is sexual desire, which epitomizes all the evil brought to the test, and the person feels overwhelmed by lust and desire. He must raise his voice and cry out again and again. He must cry at least 70 times. With a woman giving birth who utters 70 cries, then he will be able to break the temptation, and he will be worthy of a great revelation in his understanding of Torah and devotion to Hashem. The more purified he becomes, the more the 70 faces of Torah will be revealed to him. 34. One should aim to achieve perfect understanding. One should strive to reach an understanding of everything that is within the grasp of the human mind, and in the realm of holiness. The only way this can be achieved is through working with other people to draw them closer to Hashem. Through this, his own understanding will develop and eventually become complete, and he will be worthy of having children, and he will have the power to cause the barren to give birth. 35. It is because of this that the tzaddikim make such great efforts to chase after people and draw them closer to the service of Hashem. It is not that they want prestige, God forbid. Their goal is to attain perfect understanding. 36. A person should think about the various different situations God sends him day by day. Each day has its own thoughts, words, and actions. All of them are completely unique to that day. God has, as it were, contracted his godliness, which is infinite and without end, in such a way that godliness is present even in the innermost point of the finite material world in which man finds himself. Thus, God sends each individual thoughts, words, and deeds appropriate to that day, and the person and place within them are clothed hints whose purpose is to draw this individual closer to Hashem's service. A person should therefore pay attention to the various things which happen to him and reflect on their significance. He should think about every thought, word, deed, which God sends him each day in order to discover the hints that God is giving him to draw him closer every moment. This holds true of every single person, no matter whom he may be, in what situation he is in. 37. But caution is necessary when thinking about these matters. It is necessary to think within certain limits. One should not delve too deeply, otherwise there is damage of passing beyond the bounds of holiness. It is dangerous to fly off into speculation. A person should keep within the bounds of human understanding and expound his horizons steadily. He should not try to go beyond his own level, because that which is too wonderful for you, you must not search out. 38. Very tall people are usually foolish. 39. Don't be over-sophisticated. Being clever or even wise is no good unless you act correctly in your practical life. In order to draw closer to Hashem, the most important thing is a steadfast heart. The main source of a person's strength lies in good deeds. A person whose mental attainments outweigh his practical actions lacks the strength of heart needed to keep his intellect within the bounds of holiness. His intellect can easily lead him astray and cause him to sin. Worldly wisdom, as opposed to the wisdom of the Torah, is futile. The worst thing of all is philosophy. One should simply abandon all one's pretensions to wisdom and defer to the men of truth, who follow the path of truth as we know it by the tradition from our rabbis of blessed memory. Thanks, and we'll continue tomorrow.